Hello friends. So let's analyze the stocks of the week. So we'll first start with HDFC Bank. So as you can see, I have here a 1 year chart of HDFC Bank. So this is the chart with the candles being set to a daily pattern. We have the daily candles here. So as you can see, let me draw a resistance line. Sorry. So if you can see the resistance is being tested at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th stage in a span of 1 year. You also see a typical cup and handle pattern here. Okay. So a typical cup and handle pattern here. Sorry. A typical cup and handle which indicates that the stock is moving in this direction. It's a bullish signal. You also see a MACD crossover happening here, which is a early indicator. It's a leading indicator, which is indicating a crossover. Awesome oscillator also moving in the positive direction. Squeeze momentum Bollinger Band is also moving in the positive direction. So all in all, a bullish pattern for HDFC Bank. So the next security we are going to analyze is PI Industries. So if you look at PI Industries, just a second. So if you look at PI Industries, you have again going back to the concept of resistances. This is again a 1 year chart. You have a daily candle. So if you analyze PI Industries, you have one price action point here, resistance being tested here, here, and here. So this is the fourth time being tested across 1 year, and as expected, the stock is moving up. So if you look at the graphs for the recent run up that has happened, so you can see here that 1 second, just hold on. So currently we are sitting at a profit of 10.15% at 14 days. That's about 2 weeks, and it's sitting at 10.15%. But you would have to hold on. You would have to had to hold on to this stock for about a year to realize this 10.15%. So typical resistance test, and then a breakout post a long wait of 1 year to get a 10.15% in 14 days. So the next security we are going to check is any favorite picks. HDFC Bank is done. PA Industries is done. Which one? Shall we pick PVR Inox? It's a weekend coming, so probably people are in the mood of watching movies. So let's analyze PVR Inox. Again, a 1 year chart. Let me analyze a 5 year chart for PVR Inox. So if you look at the 5 year chart, you would see that the stock has been trading in a range. Stock has been trading in a range. The movement is can be quantified as a range of 45% from the time at which it has entered the range. So it's been moving in a range, but you can see certain patterns here be getting formed. you can see a mini cup and handle which was formed here, but again resistance was tested here, and then another cup is being formed. So no comments on this PVR Inox stock. We'll have to look at the fundamentals to analyze whether it's worth an entry. So if you look at the 1 year pattern, it was consolidating at this stage. This is the consolidation phase, and it's currently in a rise to form a pad, to complete the cup. But if you look at the squeeze momentum Bollinger Band, there is no change in the middle pin, but there has been an oscillation. Awesome oscillator is still positive. MACD crossover is showing a negative turn. So the expectation would be to kind of continue in this band, but because there's no clear indication, because MACD is giving a sell indication, but the overall stock in at a 1 year range is at the rise. So not really sure on how to deal with this, but this is more like a watch and hold kind of phase. Let's move on to the next security, Maharashtra Seamless. So as you can see, the stock has been consolidating in this range. Stock has been consolidating very well at this range. So if you look at the 1 year chart, or rather the 3 months chart, it's a very good solid consolidation happening. Fundamentally, okay stock. Can look into the fundamentals to know more, but the consolidation is happening from 29th May to 2nd August. It's about 2 months of consolidation. So might be expecting, we can expect a big breakout. There has been an earnings update which indicated that the revenue has grown, but the earnings have not. But still, the market didn't react well. So if you look at this there's a huge volume bar, but it didn't move the stock much. So the stock is actually resilient at this support line. Uh, it's pretty resilient at this support line. Yes, so this is kind of a very strong support for Maharashtra Seamless. So next security that we are going to discuss is Chennai Petroleum. Chennai Petroleum. This is let me switch on to the 1 year chart. So Chennai Petroleum has been losing its valuation return due to his very high growth in recent times. So if you look at this is a constant run up, and if you divide the pattern here, so you can see that there is just a second. There is a consolidation which is happening here. So the June area that you see, and this one was, this slight increase and decrease was during the Indian election time. The stock actually tried to break the resistance, but didn't have enough momentum to break it. So if you see a price action movement here, you can see a price action movement here. It tried to break the resistance but couldn't. So there is a consolidation happening. There is a very good consolidation happening between for this much period. So that's about 180 days, 6 months of consolidation happening in a range of, just a second. So 6 months of consolidation happening in a range of, okay, just 1 second, hold on. I'm not getting the correct cursor here. 6 months of consolidation happening in a range of 43%. So if you look at 43% of the value of the stock, um, the consolidation is quite heavy, meaning the range of consolidation is quite heavy, but the stock is reaching a mini support within the parallel range. As you can see here, stock is doing well at this support range. So one can expect the stock to bounce back, but depends on the momentum and the RSI that it is having. So yeah, here. So if you look at the MACD crossover, the MACD crossover is indicating lowering momentum. Awesome oscillator not very favorable. Squeeze Bollinger breakout is also not very favorable. So in the short term, one shouldn't expect much from this stock. So let's go to the next security, um, LIC of India. So if you look at the EMAs, there is a definite inflection point here. So there is definitely an inflection point here. So if you can see it, just 1 second, hold on. Okay. So you can see an inflection point very clearly here. The triple EMA, MACD going up, and squeeze Bollinger breakout is also going up. Awesome oscillator is already up. Mind you, LIC has given a breakout here. So this one is a positive consolidation breakout. It was consolidating for a large amount of time. So if you look at the 5-year chart, 5-year chart with a daily candle, not sure if that read correctly. So 1 second. So if you look at this, it was trading in a range, and this was around. Let me check. So 532 days, that's approximately 1.5 years. And then it gave a breakout. The breakout in 112 days, you got a approximate profit of 71%, which is quite good. After a sluggish 532 days, then you have a slight cup pattern forming here, but not enough. So if you look at the resistance, so resistance, it tried to break the resistance here, but couldn't. So there is a price action going on here, and if you look at the daily chart, daily candle, at a 1 year basis, you can see that the resistance has been broken, and it's kind of tapering off. The momentum is kind of tapering off here. So things are okay. So if you look at the parallel channel, the parallel channel has been broken. Excuse me for that. Let me redraw it. Parallel channel has been broken. Parallel channel was existing for about 6 months, and the range in which it was existing is, let me check that for you, around 30%. So 30% channel has been broken, mind you, and the momentum is tapering off. So that's about LIC of India. The next stock would be Maruti. Okay, I have some analysis here already done. Let me delete it. Okay, I think let it stay. So if you see there is a heavy consolidation which happened during this phase, 154 days across 2023, then gave a breakout about In 68 days, you got a profit of 27%. Then again, a consolidation phase for at 7.1% in for 105 days. The resistance was broken a bit, but then it was pulled back into the consolidation range itself. So I can actually safely extend this. So I can actually safely extend this for another for up to 118 days, wherein the band is just moving up and down within an 8% range. So that's about Maruti. There were high volume, there were high sell-offs here. There were high buys and sell-offs here. So this volume breakout is suggesting us that the consolidation range is getting stronger. MACD, not much to comment here. OSM oscillator is positive. Squeeze momentum Bollinger Band is positive, but you've got alternate pins. So one must be careful about that. I think that's about it for today.